Hi everyone. The curriculum that I have chosen for 716 curriculum project is Eureka Math for grade 6. So the design in Eureka Math for grade 6 is listed as story for each module and each lesson. Each Eureka Math story for grade 6 systematically organizes standards to leverage connections between the concepts. Connection between and within grade level supports students to access new learning and problem solving. The progression of conceptual understanding moves from simple to complex so that the students can understand and bring their knowledge from their previous grade level. Each lesson in a story of units is comprised of four major critical components, and each of those components are described below. And these components together they promote a balanced and rigorous instruction. The four major components that are listed in Eureka Math are student outcome. The first one is student outcomes introduction or the lesson notes. And the second one is classwork, which consists of examples and exercises. And the problem set is kind of like independent practice. And then exit ticket is based off of what they learned from the lesson. And at the beginning of the lesson, the teachers can use the opening exercises as bell ringer or do now. And also the student outcome for each lesson for each module is given very clearly, and also the vocabulary terms related to those lessons are also listed very clearly. Each lesson in grade 6 Eureka Math begins with an icon to describe the type of lesson. As you see on the slide, there are four major icons which can be found throughout the textbook. The first one is called Socratic. This symbol represents the student engagement. The teacher engages students in a discussion of a topic or a big idea or a proof. The second icon that you see is problem set, is a set of examples or exercise questions that the students are expected to do by themselves with the help of the teacher. The third one is called exploratory symbol, where the students will be engaged in challenging tasks. It may involve some activities or exercises. So these challenging activities will consist of the major component of the lesson. And the fourth icon that you see is called modeling. The modeling, the piece of the lesson connects the major idea of the lesson with the real world connection, how the students can apply the basic idea that they learned from the lesson with the real world situation. So the application problems can be found under this section. So the real world application of mathematics will be fully explained under the modeling component. When looking at a lesson, begin by looking at the type of the lesson. As you see here, you can see the icon with the paper and pen, which means the problem set, which explains that this whole lesson is based off of the teachers and students working through a series of examples and exercise. Then you see the student outcomes, and which explains the objective or the big idea of the whole lesson. And then finally exit ticket. Every lesson ends with an exit ticket. The middle and high school lessons do not all follow a set structure. Many lessons contain examples and exercises. Anything in the box is usually also in the located in the student workbook or student sheets. Many times the math practices are highlighted in the teacher notes. You can see here math practice 2 is highlighted right here. And also if you notice, you can see the instruction given for both the teachers and the students. And you see on the top of exercise 1, it says read the problem as a class and then allow time for students to solve independently. ask students to share the responses regarding how to determine if the ratios are equivalent. And also, if you see right here in exercise 2 to 7, which is meant for 25 minutes, you can see the instruction is given as have students work in small groups to solve each problem. Assign each group a problem to share with the class, about 7 to 10 minutes to allow groups to present to the class. So this kind of like is giving an idea to the teacher how the lesson should be led, whether the student should be doing the problems separately or independently, or should they be doing the problem as a group. And so the whole phenomena of the entire lesson is given as a script. Every lesson concludes with a closing. This could be presented to the class, and then the student should share out. This is how it works for each lesson in each module. Most of the students have lesson summary, which includes formulas, vocabulary words, and definitions. Eureka Math for grade 6 is written based off of Louisiana Student Standard for Mathematics. The screen that you see on this slide is taken from InSync GradeMind InSync Eureka Math, and you can see on the right hand side the grade level standards are listed as 6 RPA1, RPA2, RPA3, and also you can see the foundational standards that shows the connection between the 6th grade and 5th grade. This helps the teachers to understand how this module or a specific lesson is connected with the previous grade level, and also it helps them to identify where the students are struggling and adjust their lessons accordingly. As far as learning technologies for this curriculum is concerned, I can say Eureka Math InSync plays a major role in helping the students and teachers to do the problems or submit the lessons and give the feedback to the students digitally. Eureka Math InSync, it was a recently created adaptation of the Eureka Math curriculum from GradeMinds for virtual or hybrid learning, especially in the pandemic era. This has been very helpful for the students and teachers because there was not any available videos before, even though there were only few videos available for few modules and lessons. But after the pandemic started, Eureka Math has introduced this new digital platform for the students and teachers. Teachers on the GradeMind staff have created a lot of video lessons for the students to watch, and Learn Anywhere plans guide the instruction for teachers. It also has the independent feel because they can pause the video and then they can go back and forth to replay the video to understand any lesson that they have not understood. The teachers can also assign the topic quizzes, mid and end of module assessments through Affirm, and also assign any diagnostic assessments via Equip platform. And the lesson problem set and exit tickets are given in the form of fillable PDF. The version of the Eureka Math InSync videos is also given in Spanish, which is very critical for the students who can speak English or whose primary language is not English. Number 4, assessments. As far as the assessment for this curriculum is concerned, you can find the formative assessment techniques and the summative assessment throughout the curriculum. The formative assessment provides the valuable data to help the teachers identify and meet student needs during the learning process. Data from the concept development, application problems, sprints, whiteboard exchanges, or debrief questions will be helping the teachers to plan their next question or task during the instruction. Data from exit ticket will also help them to plan for the next day lessons. Topic quizzes and mid-module and end-of-module assessment will also help them to plan the next series of lessons. The other formative assessment opportunities are part of teachers' daily instruction. When the teacher engages students in sprints, whiteboard exchanges, or discourse about the concept development or application problems, they are gathering information about what students know or what they will be able to do. Data from these assessments help them to adjust the lessons. The theoretical framework for this curriculum is based on the practice called CRA approach, which means concrete representational abstract approach. Hudson and Miller cite this approach to be one of the best ways to promote conceptual understanding of mathematics. In this practice, the instruction begins with the physical manipulatives showing the concept. As they understand the concept using these physical manipulatives, then the students use a representational or pictorial representation of the concept, and then finally they enter or they practice the abstract approach, which is also known as algorithm approach. Many researches have been done on Eureka Math. According to Rand Corporation in 2016, Eureka Math is now the most widely used math curriculum in the United States. Of 1,168 teachers responding to a nationwide survey, 57% of elementary school and 47% of secondary teachers said they use either Eureka Math or the version of this curriculum developed for Engage New York website. And according to another organization called Ed Reports, according to their website, it is a non-profit independent organization which reviews the curricula that gives Eureka Math the highest rating in all the categories such as focus, coherence, rigor, and usability in the classroom. This curriculum is disseminated on the Engage New York website and also the GreatMind website freely to both the students and teachers. And the teachers can download the teacher version at the free of cost, and the school districts can purchase the printed version of the student workbooks, the exit tickets, and all the other materials. The teachers can also watch the videos using the InSync platform, which is a paid version. If the district and the teachers need the videos to be distributed to the students. The virtual Eureka GreatMind PDs and webinars for teachers are offered throughout the year, and you can see some of the samples: Launch Eureka Math, the preparation and customization. So all these kind of PDs are offered throughout the year. In conclusion, I can say Eureka Math GreatMind InSync platform is really an innovative continuous learning program which is designed to meet the needs of today's hybrid and virtual classroom, especially at the time of pandemic. This allows the students and teachers to access the Eureka Math materials wherever and whenever. This includes short, digestible videos for each lesson, along with the downloadable and fillable PDFs that allow students to show their work and communicate with teachers via annotations and comments. It's the same consistent, coherent, high-quality curriculum everybody love. It is available anywhere the student is. It is also providing a hands-on experience for the students virtually and also in the classroom to meet their needs. The instruction is seamless now, no matter how the educational landscape changes.